Hi everyone, welcome to Ethernal Realms. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at what is blocking your manifestations from becoming a reality and how you can heal them. Okay, so the first pile we have here is the turquoise stone. Then we have the rose aura quartz crystal for pile 2. Then we have this emerald for pile 3, and we have the tiger's eye for pile 4. Okay, so make sure you choose your pile intuitively. If you're not sure how, you can visit the video in the ribbon above, and once you've made your choice, you can go ahead to your reading. The timestamps are in the description box and the comment below. Once you've made your choice, we'll get started. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. You chose this turquoise crystal. We're going to take a look at what is blocking your manifestation and how you can heal it. So first we'll talk about the blocks first with tarot cards, and then I will get you this oracle as well. So what is blocking pile 1's manifestation from coming to fruition? What is blocking pile 1's manifestation? Okay, so first we have the Emperor, then we have 9 of Wands, and we also have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I will clarify each of these things, but I will already start talking because I'm getting some messages here. The Emperor and the 9 of Wands is pointing towards some sort of rigidity. It can be internal, but it can also be some authority or control issues that you might have regarding life in general, because that type of attitude can also seep into when we are setting the intentions. And also a very key part of any manifestation process is to release expectations and release the need for directing how it is going to pan out. So it is possible that if you write down your intentions in order to manifest them, that you have kind of put in a lot of requirements, which puts the universe in a kind of a boxed in type of situation. So you may have been a little bit too specific and very okay, this is how I want my manifestation to come true via this, by this time, and so on and so forth, right? So you may have been a little bit too specific in the sense that it's fine to be that, but then, it's gonna take a while for it to come to fruition then. So if you're absolutely certain of all of those points that you have mentioned to the universe, then that's fine. Then it's just pointing towards it's just a matter of time, and things will, soon start shifting. But yes, that is kind of a thing that prolongs the intentions from coming to fruition. It happens for me as well, and I've seen it happen for other people too. But getting back to the authority control issues, it can be that you have some trouble letting your guard down and kind of trusting and leaving it be. Surrendering that control to something else that is unknown or does not show very tangible steps right away can be difficult. And that's because, you're used to okay, when I want something, I'm gonna go get it. I will get something done. I'm very decisive and assertive and action taking, and I can persevere, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of trust in yourself, but when it comes to trusting just to the world in general, you might have some trouble doing that. Okay, we have the Sun card underneath the Emperor. Let's clarify the 9 of Wands. But it doesn't mean that your wishes are not going to come true. That's not at all what I'm saying. It just will take a little bit longer when there are either more requirements or very specific criteria. Okay, please clarify the 9 of Wands. What is blocking them? Yes, we have Nine of Cups underneath the Nine of Wands. So yeah, it is possible that you're very dead set and absolute on the wishes that you want, and that's perfect, and you will get them, but it's again a matter of time. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Please clarify that. And in the process, you cannot give up. That's the thing. That's the thing. Like, you have to stay very true to your belief and kind of have to trust the universe, because you're essentially a part of it, right? So learning that through this whole process, that's very important. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, please clarify. Yeah, we have the Five of Swords. So if you try to hold on too much and kind of holding on to the expectations or staying very rigid about things, then it's kind of like this is sort of saying that eventually this guard and this sense of why am I not seeing it in this method or in this way? I specifically told the universe to show me synchronicities. Why am I not seeing synchronicities? Or whatever, that was just an example. But that type of dynamic is going to shift inevitably, okay? Because you will start to develop more faith towards the universe, whether you do that very consciously or kind of events come in the way that make it happen. Okay, because the Wheel of Fortune is very destined, it's super fated, and divine timing means divine timing. Like, you cannot mess with that, you can't do anything to escalate it. Everything has its own time and process. So if this is what you want, then you're gonna have to so-and-so talents or so-and-so skills you have to develop, or this much time it's gonna take in order for every other element to fall into place in just the way that you want it. And for that you might have to kind of sacrifice, in a sense, something, whether it is patience, the lack of patience, or the lack of specific details. Like, something has to be let go in order for things to move along, right? And yeah, so far that's what I'm getting, but I will see this oracle card now. We have Nourish the Sacred Feminine. Yeah, so this is like, please, because the Emperor is a divine masculine, and here we have the sacred feminine, and it's kind of like the feminine is being blocked. It is not being allowed to flow completely, and that's something that's blocking. The Wheel of Fortune is also letting things gain their momentum and get the ball rolling and keep moving, keep it moving, go with the flow. You have to escalate with the universe's energies and so on and so forth. It's all about being synchronistic with the world, the universe, the spirit realm, all of that. Okay, one more card. Let's get you one more card. What is blocking Pile One's manifestation, please? What is blocking Pile One's manifestation? We have Vapor Trail. I'm gonna take a look at this one. It's kind of about leaving your mark, right? Yeah, I feel like it's more like, okay, this is the path that I need things to take. So you have really good focus, all right? That's what I'm feeling. Like, you're focusing, setting your intentions, making your voice very loud and clear, and making your wishes very loud and clear. You're perfect at that. There's no more work left to be done over there. And you can like define a path, you can be very structured, you're very detail oriented and all those awesome things. But at the same time, there can be derails when it comes to wishes, when it comes to thought forms. You don't need as much rigid structures, right? So again, it's a very simple message, really. If you're not resonating with this, maybe you should select another pile. But yeah, this is what I'm getting here. I'm just gonna make sure that I'm not missing something. Yeah, it's kind of saying that you may have gathered this from your past experience, and that's kind of still continuing forward. So this control issues may stem from past authority figures in your life or your father figure. and that may have caused some imbalances within you in how much you listen to the feminine energy and how much you listen to the masculine. And it's just notifying you that it can be a result of the past, but don't let that continue. Right now that you can always learn to balance the two energies, right? Okay, so I'm gonna get you now. How can you heal this block? How can Pile 1 heal this block, please? How can Pile 1 heal this block? I'm gonna move these a bit to the side, so I'm gonna do this right here. Okay. Pile 1 viewers, how can they heal this block? So the first card we have is Elder of Swords or the King of Swords. Yeah, okay. Then we have the Child of Pentacles or the Page of Pentacles. And finally we have Two of Pentacles. Okay, I'm really liking that there's a lot of practical things that you can do here. But I will clarify them first and then I will start interpreting. Pile 1 viewers, please clarify the Elder of Swords. How can they heal this block? Please clarify. We have Two of Wands, clarifying the King of Swords. Please clarify the Child of Pentacles. Okay, we have Page of Swords, and we have the Empress. Okay. The Two of Pentacles. Okay, wow, that's intense. Death and Rebirth and the Ten of Swords. Both signify actually death, and both of them signify transformation. Yeah. So a lot of inner work kind of going on here in the background, but it's kind of juggling that aspect with practical things. So reading more and learning more, daily tasks that can really get you to this manifestation point. We were talking about the Divine Feminine and learning about it and, incorporating that into yourself, or rather balancing the two energies, right? So the Empress is really the counterpart of the Emperor, and that talks about the Divine Feminine. That being with the Page of Swords is learning about the Divine Feminine energy. What is that? Because as a collective, the feminine energies are not very strong at this time, or have not been, and are just starting to, increase in the past 5 years or so. But that's why we don't really have a good example of what would be that very strong feminine power. We can only describe based on intuition, empathy, compassion, all of which need to be there in males, females, whatever gender alike. That's just the two energies that need to play a balancing role, right? But how do we realize that in a very practical sense? That not everyone is able to understand, not to the depths that we at least need to. For example, the Divine Masculine, or rather masculine energies, skewed and non-skewed, balanced and imbalanced, all of them are materializing in a much more tangible sense. And that makes sense because masculine is a very tangible thing. Meanwhile, the Empress is the surrounding, the environment, the way of being, right? It's the capacity, it's the space that allows materialization, right? So it is definitely a little bit more abstract, but how can you do that in practice is something, you have to learn and apply. So you're going to read a little bit and try to apply that in your everyday life, try to incorporate that into your being. right? So if I say intuition, then how can you exercise intuition in your daily life? How can you balance your regular activities and imbue a little of that intuition and going with the flow, right? So these are some things that you're going to have to learn and practice simultaneously, and that is going to help you get out of any past or sticky energies where, you know, there are like negative thought patterns and feelings, again, stemming from the past or regarding the past. And Elder of Swords is again talking about gaining that clarity, gaining enlightenment in a way by understanding all of these different dynamics, the ways to balance things. That's going to like push you forward a lot in this manifestation process. Two of Wands is like you can identify more possibilities, more avenues, and more ways that your wishes can actually be materialized that you had not seen before. And yes, you can have your current ideologies, but what else is out there? What more is there to learn and gather? How can you actually strengthen yourself by opening yourself up more to many different options? Child of Pentacles as well is like the world is open to this page here, but it's not in a rush, you know, like the world is right here and it's not going anywhere. We are the ones who are going to come and go, but the world is going to remain in one form or another, right? So the Child of Pentacles is no rush. One by one, I'm going to do things. I'm just going to savor it. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to like do everything, get my hands dirty on the earth here. Practice makes perfect, but it's not even thinking about perfection because it's just fun to learn things. Same goes with the Page of Swords, but in this case, it's more in the form of ideas and thoughts and communication. So you might find some nice video or podcast or a book or an article, anything really that explains to you in a very compelling way the divine feminine energies. And then you can look back and see how the feminine has been hurt in the past and how can you make it up to that energy within you, right? So these are some things that can absolutely help you. Oh, that was a lot of passion that kind of rose up there. Okay, we have Robin. New growth and potential is on the horizon. Reach out and embrace it. Exactly, that is the Two of Wands here. And it's interesting that the colors also match up so wonderfully. But yes, new growth and potential, that's something that you are, if you seek, then it's going to be really helpful for your manifestations to come true because you learn a lot more about yourself, which means you develop more faith in yourself and also the universe in a more balanced approach where you can have control and relinquish control all at the same time. How you can feel powerful and be powerful, but at the same time you can be humble and grounded and you can let go of things, but you can also be in charge of things, right? So having that very free-flowing duality is going to be important, and at this time simply learning about the counterpart is going to be super helpful. Okay, one more card, let's go. How can Pile 1 viewers heal their block? And after death, you know, comes the new beginning eventually. Like the process itself, you don't really know what is next and, you know, how you're really gonna do something. It's just you can't get a very tangible sense of it yet. But that's what, like you move out and you start exploring, and that's when you know. You keep exploring and then you know, right? Okay, so it's very exciting really. It's kind of open yourself up to very exciting new possibilities. And you have Harvest, third quarter moon. So this is something, this wish of yours that you have that will come true, right? But it's kind of you in the paving process at this time, and keep doing that basically, right? Just a little bit of tweaking here, nothing too drastic, nothing too major, but it will definitely be a lot more fulfilling. And whenever you manifest from that fulfilled state of being, then harvesting your dreams is just going to be inevitable, right? Okay, so that's what I have for you, Pile 1. I really hope this reading helped you, and I really hope you get your manifestations come true as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, like the video if you like the reading, share and subscribe as well. And if you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box in the comment below. I hope I see you there, but until next time, take care. Bye. Hi Paltu, welcome to your reading. You chose the pink aura quartz and we're going to take a look at what is blocking your manifestation from becoming a reality and how can you heal them. So we'll take a look at tarot first and then I will get you this oracle card and some more as well. Okay, wow, already came out. So we have the Fool here, taking a leap of faith. Okay, what more is blocking pile to viewers? What's blocking their manifestation from becoming a reality? We have 8 of Wands. Thank you. We have Knight of Swords. Okay, I will clarify these because this is already nice, but yeah. The Fool, please clarify the Fool. It's blocking part of viewers from their manifestation becoming a reality. Please clarify the Fool energy. What's going on? Okay, we have 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, please clarify that. Basically, taking a leap of faith and pursuing your wishes is going to be very important. So that there's kind of an active role that you need to be playing at this time. So like putting in more work and putting in more time, those type of things. And if at the moment, for example, if you're manifesting something related to your career or something about your hobby or some skill set that you want to be learning, then it might feel a little bit daunting to, just plunge into it and go for it. But this is really indicating that the fact that you're not yet is blocking your manifestation. So you need to take active steps and procedure in order to realize your wishes into reality. Clarify the 8 of Wands. Positive mindset, that's what I'm getting. Having more faith in the universe, or at least working on the faith. Yes, we have 7 of Wands, clarifying 8 of Wands. And let's clarify the Knight of Swords. That one, please. Kind of standing out in your uniqueness and not being afraid of what you want and not finding it daunting. Because whenever we're kind of hesitating and, we have that lack of faith, it kind of also reflects on the lack of faith we have in ourselves and the skill that we have gathered thus far. It's very natural to go through that, but this is kind of urging you to, move towards the wishes instead of push them out. Don't build barriers around yourself and instead just go for whatever it is you want. Right, clarifying the Knight of Swords, we have the Guardian of Wands or the Queen of Wands, and we also have the 3 of Cups. Okay, so again, this is using all of your resources that you have, including the soft skills, right? The feelings you get regarding this manifestation, include that as well, and be very courageous in your pursuit and don't just back down when something gets in the way. And I know it is easier said than done, but it is a necessary thing that you must do in order for this manifestation to come into full blossom. 7 of Wands is also about, feeling kind of attacked because you're different, or you're saying something different, or you're thinking something or wanting something different from the rest of the crowd. And that can, add into that feeling of trepidation from going towards your goals. But this is kind of saying embrace it, embrace your uniqueness and let, people think whatever else they want. They are entitled to their own thoughts. They can disagree or agree with you. That is not within your control. That is not for you to control, right? Instead, you do you. You want a certain goal, you're going to go for it. And do not be afraid and don't apologize for the things that you want. Your friends, the true friends, are going to make themselves very apparent towards you. And if you're doubtful about the type of company you keep at this moment, but at the same time you're kind of like, well, if I let them go, then I don't have any more people in my life really, then this is kind of signifying that don't let that hold you back, because wherever it is that you're headed, it is going to be a whole new world. It is going to open you up to very, very many new possibilities and a lot of vitality. And the company you keep or the friends you carry forward into this next phase of your life, into this manifestation, they are going to be very supportive, very loving, and compassionate towards you and your dreams, right? So okay, kind of trusting in the tomorrow, trusting in yourself to reach there, and through that trust, you're taking action towards it. And that's what's very much needed here. And the fact that, it's basically the hesitation. I'm not feeling like, you're kind of putting too many walls up. Like, that this is something that is kind of inevitable and that you're going to have to move towards it anyway. But I guess you're just looking for a little bit of a push here, and yeah, this is basically it. Okay, we'll take a look at your oracle. You have befriend the word polarize. Exactly. If people want to believe otherwise, or they want to do something else and they don't want to understand, that's fine. This is kind of like, be fine with the haters, be fine with the opposite side, because it's actually the opposition that kind of keeps us grounded, that brings us to reality also, right? You don't have it, just because something is different from what we want and what we expect doesn't mean it is bad or that it is wrong, right? So it's kind of like there will be an opposition. It's just the way nature is built. For everything positive, we also have equal amounts of negative, like the positive protons and electrons and whatever, just everything in nature. It just happens that way. And the purpose is not to divide, but rather to unite, because both of it comes from the same source. For example, if your friends are kind of, or family or whoever you count on for support, are not very appreciative of the dreams that you have because they may sound very risky, they're actually also taking into account your safety and security and whether you can, that's the point of view that they're going to have, right? Meanwhile, your priorities or your outlook and perception is going to be different from this because you're in the situation. So if you experience a lot of resistance, even if the people cannot consciously express themselves, from deep down it kind of seems like, yeah, but we're trying to keep you safe, but perhaps they're not expressing it in a very compelling way, in a very positive manner. But regardless, it's gonna exist, and that's fine, right? And it's kind of like when you're fine with the opposition from the, why I'm saying all this is, when you're fine with the opposition from the outside and any other external factors, then you can be fine with the conflicts within. You can actually resolve your inner conflicts, and you can properly address them. You can have a debate or a discussion or whatever with yourself and your mindset, and that's when you can come into a final consolidation that, hey, look, I'm gonna take a leap of faith and I will do this and this because this is my part to do, and the rest is up to the universe. But by the end of this, there should not be any stone left unturned. There should be no challenge that I run away from, because this is something that I truly want, right? So that this way you're kind of addressing the conflicts already that are existing within you that cause this form of hesitation. Okay. Yes, I actually want to take a look at this card book description because I really love it. Displaying of your inner truth, bravery to share your personal flavor and your true opinions, movement towards a goal, opposing forces, transitions, growth, taking a stand, and personal empowerment. Exactly. So how can you speak more honestly and directly in your life? Is there something about yourself that you have been hiding in order to play it safe in the world? What are you opaquing? What about you could shine a little more brightly? Rewrite your bio for your eyes only. No one will see it, so let it flow. Some starting points. What do you stand for? What fires you up? And what are your dreams? these are some like additional questions that this book offers. Perhaps it resonates for some of you. I just felt like reading it. Okay, one more card, please. What is blocking pile 2's manifestations from coming to fruition? Oh, we have the infinity. Yeah, stepping into the unknown can be, again, that whole daunting feeling is coming through here. It's kind of like that's so much then. But at the same time, a lot of it is unexplored. And even with the Fool energy, it's like, fine, I'm taking a leap, but I don't know into what exactly, and I don't know where it's going to lead me. I don't know what the challenges will be. I'm just going to have to take it as it comes. So it kind of feels as though the world is too big and the oyster is way too big. But at the same time, this offers you a creator seat, a creator role, because infinity corresponds with the magician energy, and that is the master manifestor, the master creator energy, right? Again, to get into such a power of self-empowerment, of owning everything, kind of, with the Guardian of Wands, it's like playing with energies and kind of, you understand energy so well within you and outside of you, and how the inside is being reflected, how the universe talks to you, how you approach it, and so on and so forth. When you have so much awareness, you also have a lot more power to create whatever reality it is you want. And that can also be a little bit scary sometimes, especially when, it's the beginning stages. Okay, but Eight of Wands is kind of like your manifestation will come true. Just embrace your uniqueness and go towards your goals, really. It's all I'm seeing is a lot of encouragement, even though it is the blocks section. Okay, let's see how you can remove these blocks. Okay, how can I try to heal these blocks? Thank you. So first we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is again patience. Okay, one by one, the harvest will come as long as you do the daily work, as long as you put in your effort, your intention every single day. You make it very clear to yourself what is it you're seeking and wanting, and again, you put in the work. Even with the Eight of Pentacles, just one step at a time. There is no need to rush. Seven of Pentacles, even if you're rushing, it's not going to get any time faster than when the outcome is finally ready. Even if you do everything in your power, it's only going to escalate to some extent, right? So being in a rushing state kind of shows the hunger, and that shows the inability to let go. And if you're not able to let go, then the manifestation can't come in, right? Putting in the work is different from sitting somewhere and expecting things to come, because that shows more luggage and more heavy energy instead of light and airy and free flowing, right? So put in the work and then chill out, okay? Be patient. Be patient. Easier said than done. I know, when you want something, you want it, but this is really pointing you towards that. We have the Emperor here, so taking back your power, embracing your uniqueness, all of those things that we already talked about. Empowerment, that's what I'm getting here. And we also have Child of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. Okay, Page of Swords is, again, what you're thinking, what you're discussing, what you're talking about. All those things are going to be very important. So maybe read things that help you raise your vibe. Read things that empower you and motivate you every single day. It's going to be important what you surround yourself with. What is your mind occupied with? That's something you need to be watchful of. Okay, let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. How can I, with two viewers, heal these blocks? Clarify the seven, please. Seven of Pentacles. Yes, we have Ace of Swords, like I said, the mind thing. Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords, both sword suit, and also we have the Page there. So all about mindset here, really. Mental blocks kind of coming up. I guess the hesitations might be stemming from those things, and just keep your mind clear, keep your vision straight, and know where it is you want to go, and how it doesn't matter how you're going to pave the way. It's just about, keeping sticking true to your vision and knowing what you want, and you're eventually going to head there. Okay, Emperor, please. Can you clarify that? Amazing. We have Two of Pentacles and the Empress. Okay, Empress is exactly the counterpart of the Emperor, and I love that Two of Pentacles is there, which means the kind of balancing of these energies here. There is that sitting back and not just sitting back really, kind of staying in synchronicity with the universe, following through with your intuition and letting that intuition kind of guide you where you should be placing your structures and expectations and where you should be planting your seeds. So take inspiration from your quiet times and make something out of it. So there needs to be a very fluid back and forth between the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies. Of course you need to, like I said, there needs to be an active pursuit, but at the same time there needs to be a trust and a faith in the flow of things, right? Flowing with purpose and movement with purpose, that is going to get you there. All of your manifestations, whatever you have asked for at this time. Okay, Child of Swords, please clarify that. Yes, we have the Sun card here. So again, thinking positive things or positive affirmations that can really help you, especially if you're struggling with, again, motivation, self-motivation, self-empowerment, or positive thought processes about yourself, then these things can really help here. But this is basically practicing gratitude. That's also going to help. Raising your vibe and reading about what that is all about and how you can do that in your daily practice. Because I get it, every day you can't really be just, sunshine and rainbow every single day. It's very unrealistic to expect that. But, how do you switch back? How can you, being a master of your own mindset, basically, that's what I'm, in a nutshell, that's what I would say. And when you can do that, then you can manifest anything very easily. Okay, listening to your own higher wisdom and learning to listen to that, learning to pay more attention and kind of gear your efforts according to that inner wisdom that you have, or the hopes and aspirations kind of guiding the way. And in the process, you're gathering all of these new knowledge and information, and this is not going to be for waste at any point. It is always going to be helpful to you, whatever you're learning throughout this process. Okay. We have the peacock feather here, which signifies inherent wisdom is emerging at this time. Watch it and ready yourself for rebirth. Rebirth here with the Ace of Swords there and the Sun signifying clarity. All talking about like awareness. That's like heightening and increasing at this point of time. Even if the tangible manifestation of whatever it is that you have asked is not here yet, you have actually grown leaps and bounds, and you are still growing leaps and bounds at this time. So watch it, play along with it, kind of co-create with it and go along and be like, okay, so what am I supposed to be learning at this time, and how can I go about doing that? Once you've learned, how can I put this into practice? How can I incorporate it into my own mindset? How can I balance myself better? Right? These are some questions of the many that you may think about, but regardless, there's a lot of awareness and clarity kind of needing to happen, whether you consciously seek it or you manifest that part as well. But it's going to flood in, and that's just going to allow for a completely new mindset and awareness, a new way to look at the world and yourself in it kind of coming up here. When I say world, I mean your reality, your world, your perception, because again, this is very mindset, so it's going to be very individual for all of you. Okay. How can prior to viewers unblock your manifestation? How can they heal these blocks, please? Prior to. No. Oh, there you go. We have the waxing crescent faith. Yes, this is kind of, again, as and when you do all of this, the faith increases because your awareness is increasing, and it's a very automatic process, really, I would say. yeah, so faith is going to really help. And when you have faith, again, you're able to let go and surrender. You're able to go with the flow while also maintaining a sense of structure, individuality, and having a sense of direction as well, right? So it's really having a very healthy balance. And I love, again, that we have this oracle card here, befriend the word polarize, and that's like the both sides, you know. It's not an opposition, it's two sides of the same coin, basically. And infinity, I'm just noticing that it has a similar shape as the Two of Pentacles here, kind of the two counterparts and them being linked together and forever in flow with each other, really. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile 2. I really hope this reading helped, and I really hope your manifestations come true very soon. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like the video if you like the reading, share and subscribe as well. And if you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and the comment below. Feel free to check out any of my other readings. Until next time, take care. Bye. Hi pile 3, welcome to your reading. You chose this emerald crystal over here. We'll take a look at what is blocking your manifestation and how can you heal these blocks. First, we'll take a look at a tarot, and then we'll get you some more oracle cards as well. Okay, pile 3 viewers, please, what is blocking their manifestation? Okay, we have the Six of Swords, we have the High Priestess, and what else do we have? We have the Knight of Wands. Okay, let's clarify these. Six of Swords, please clarify that for pile 3. What is blocking the manifestation? Please clarify the High Priestess. Priestess. Okay, and the Knight of Wands. Please clarify the Knight of Wands. Yes. Okay, I'm actually getting a very clear message already. We have Six of Cups clarifying the Knight of Wands. We have the Explorer of Cups or the Knight of Cups for the Six of Swords. There's a little bit here for now. And with the High Priestess, we have the Explorer of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. So these two are very interconnected here. Okay. So the very clear message was that how do I put this? The things that are in your best interest, in your highest best interest, whatever your higher self has decided, whatever is in alignment with your spirit, that is something that will manifest for you. Okay, so first step is to kind of make sure that you're wishing from that space. Many times we can wish based on the superficial or surface level point of view when we are trying to manifest something. It doesn't mean that there is something wrong with wanting anything superficial, not at all, but what is the motivation behind that? That is going to be very important, because the subconscious desires also are taken forward along with your conscious words. So it's not simply enough to say the words and yet have a form of inner conflict or a hidden dimension to this desire. For example, people, let's say you're wanting someone, as a romantic partner, just an example, right? But if that person is not in your best interest and you're being very specific and particular about like, okay, so-and-so person is who I want, but it is not in alignment with your highest interest, then it's not going to come to be. And that's only as a protection, okay? So there is a level of needing to be like, okay, so if this is in my best interest, I would like for this to become true, right? But when we don't do that, there is a form of resistance that we have from within, and there is a point we're trying to prove here. For example, when we say that so-and-so person is who I want, kind of like, okay, why? Why do you want only that person and nobody else? Only why would you believe that the qualities that you're looking for in a potential partner you can only find in that person only and not anybody else in the world, right? That is going to be put under the microscope. So if it is that, status or reputation or I don't know, whatever, anything really which is not again connected with your source of fulfillment, then that is not deep enough for the universe to start moving for you, in a sense. Instead, if it is that I love the connection that we have, I love the bonding we have, or the words we have shared, or I just have a feeling, it's in my intuition that this is something that just can't be. I don't know why, and I cannot really explain it. But I feel very drawn towards this person or connecting with such people, then that's something that can be worked with because you're giving it enough flexibility and freedom to kind of guide you towards this particular direction, and you're giving it enough reason to start moving, to create a momentum for you. The path will be paved for you, but it is up to you to kind of delve deeper and deeper into your motivations and kind of uncover why you want a certain thing. Wanting money can be from a place of like wanting security for your family to, I just want to be rich because it looks cool, right? It can be anywhere in the spectrum. And yes, both types of manifestations exist. And knowing the motivation behind each and everything is very difficult for a lot of people. But this is something that it's just a continuous search, right? It's not like, you start looking and tomorrow you found it and that's it, end of the story. No, it's always a continuous process, of course, but that's why it is kind of nudging you towards that direction. Because if there are subconscious blocks along the way, like let's say you want to increase your finances, but at the same time you have this feeling of, but maybe I don't deserve it, maybe I don't deserve to have that much, then you subconsciously sabotage yourself. When you have the money, then you, for example, spend it all away, and then you're back to square one of thinking, hey, well, see, I don't deserve to have money. I don't know how other people do it. I guess I need more, and I need more, and I need more. But however many times I manifest, I'm not able to keep it for some reason. And that for some reason is going to be the thing that, brings you inward. When you keep questioning, when you keep following that question and following its trail, you are going to uncover that, hey, I have this feeling of low self-worth and I need to, take care of myself more, do more things that make me feel more deserving and happy and alive and energetic and fulfilled in general at this time, whatever you can do, and just increase the self-worth and self-value you have, and that is going to remove that block. Right, so not being afraid of kind of looking into that hidden dimension and going a little bit into why you are asking for whatever you are and how you really feel about that reasoning, right? That's important here. Okay, and the next message is that once you've done that, everything is just going to start flowing very smoothly, and you can see a noticeable difference in life in general because your mindset has shifted. you are feeling different, and therefore you act different as well. You're able to be more spontaneous, and this is kind of urging you to be more spontaneous and just to go and have fun. What makes you have fun? What gets you into a high vibe, in the sense, what keeps you joyful and highly energized? What keeps you social? And what makes you want to honestly, truthfully, authentically bond with others around you, or others from the past, or whatever it is that, again, you're asking for? What picks you up instead of dragging you down, right? Find that and follow it through. For some of you, can be a lot as well, but what I'm getting here is that Six of Cups is kind of looking back to your past history, your childhood, and all of that. So that being under the Knight of Wands is kind of like, go back to your childhood fun and games, and what did you enjoy doing at that time, and let the universe kind of pave the rest. Because when you're in a joyful state, you're able to listen to the silent, subtle cues better in your silent times, right? It's not like you're going to be having 24/7 fun all day of the week, right? So when you have that burst of fun and just joy, and be like, oh, that was such a good day at the beach, for example, or camping was real great, or traveling to that place was awesome, it reminded me of so many this and that. After that, when you just sit quietly, you're able to listen to the subtle cues of the High Priestess a lot better, and what you end up finding is more motivation. What you end up finding is a lot more faith in your own dreams and your worth of deserving each and everything that you're asking for, because now you're wishing from a very genuine spot. And if you struggle to find the subconscious motivation, I know it's not a very easy process, nor is it a straightforward route. This is kind of a hint for you that seek whatever is kind of enlivening for you, what brings back some joy, excitement, and spontaneity in your life. Okay, do those activities, and that can really help you in this case. Okay, we have Fierce Serenity, which is the Strength card, and this is like knowing your impulses, right? And kind of having a harmonious balance between the ego self and the soul eternal self, right? So allowing the higher self to kind of guide you to uncovering more about your individual manifestations in order to understand your motivations and your mind, and through that you kind of open up the blocks in the path, any resistances that are hidden away, and that way you just have a better sense of control, you understand your power better, you feel much more ferocious, more passionate, more powerful in your essence, and so on. Okay, what is blocking pile 3's manifestations from coming true? Pile 3, what's blocking them at this time? It's sort of like be mindful of where you are giving your energy and your emotions. Yeah. Okay, we have Void. So sitting in silence, that is going to really help, because it is only in silence that you can listen to the intuitive voices of your higher self, of your spirit, of your guides and the universe as a whole, right? So sitting in silence and kind of being in a nothing sort of space, that can really help you out. I generally listen to Meditative Mind, Heal Thyself series for like the chakras, but you can listen to like any of theirs. I really like their channel. But that helps me get into this void state much faster than by the other channels. But yeah, I mean, my point here was that, if you need any meditative help, then you can always search for that as well. For some people, it's self-hypnosis that works. For some people, it's simply the meditation music. For some people, it is shamanic drums. So it's different for everyone. But regardless, get into a space where you can be very nothing in a way, so that you can observe your thoughts, and that way you can receive these hidden cues and symbols a lot better. Your dreams can also be a very good cue. Once you start this process, you might get more vivid dreams, and with like animal symbolism or bird or nature related, or with like different people and circumstances. which give you more of an idea of what's going on in your subconscious mind, right? So at that time, I would obviously recommend a dream journal, and maybe, or at least note it down somewhere, like what you saw and what that made you feel like. Okay, but that's for some of you. Again, it depends what these subconscious thoughts are, right? Okay, let's take a look at how you can heal these blocks. We've already gotten quite a bit, but let's see. How can pile 3 heal their blocks? How can pile 3 heal their blocks? Thank you. So we have 7 of Wands. Yeah, listening to that unique voice. We have 10 of Cups, embracing things that are fulfilling, energizing, and bring you a lot of happiness and joy. And we have the Strength card, which we've already talked about, which is amazing. Okay, let's put your feather card here so I don't forget to turn that over. Okay, let's clarify the 7 of Wands, please. For pile 3 viewers, how can they heal themselves? Yes, we have the Queen of Wands. I was kind of waiting for the Queen of Wands to pop out since I think the beginning of shuffling here. Over here, but very nice. Okay, we have Queen of Wands there. 10 of Cups, please clarify that. Yes, we have the Emperor, more empowerment. This is something I think so far has been a little bit prevalent in all 3 piles, because the Strength card is finding that empowerment within you, but it's sort of a gentle thing. It's not forceful, it's not making something happen. It's instead having that tenacity and the strength, the courage to follow through, recognizing the opportunities as and when they come, and following through no matter what. Not being afraid to take a little bit of a risk once in a while, but it is always calculated, and it is always from a place of faith within yourself, right? So Strength is clarified by the 8 of Pentacles. Yes. Embracing your uniqueness, we already talked about that, kind of feeling powerful instead of being like, oh, well, it is unconventional, or what might other people say, and etc., etc. Queen of Wands is feeling strong and powerful in the knowledge that, she is unique, and she is always going to have something very different to contribute into the world, into her own life, and into the people around her. So she just totally owns her energy, whatever it is, quirky or not, she's going to own that energy, right? Whatever she is. So she is very bold, confident, and courageous. She's not at all afraid, and that's kind of something that you need to embody. And it's going to come as and when you follow that sense of fulfillment and purpose, and you give it shape, you follow it through, right? So if you feel happy painting, then go ahead and paint. Don't give many reasons to not paint, for example, right? The Emperor is like having that discipline, or having that determination and the mindset to be like, okay, I'm gonna sit this down and I'm gonna go through with it. The Emperor is being a leader figure. The Queen of Wands is a leader figure. So take matters into your own hands. You want to feel happy, go feel happy, okay? You want to do that hobby, go ahead and do it. You feel like playing, go and play, right? Don't apologize for the things that you truly desire, even if they may seem like very little things. And perhaps, to you at this time, it's like, well, that does not really help my future manifestation. It's not about that directly. It's about stepping into that higher vibe, to feel that lighter, fluid energy. That's what you need at this time. And that's something that's going to, in the background, move things along. So even if things may not seem very related, they are still going to help push things along in the direction that you want. Eight of Pentacles is like working on building that gentle power within yourself. It's also about gaining more confidence through a lot of practice with the Eight of Pentacles here. So like I said, if you want to paint, go ahead and paint. Yes, you're not going to be an artist today, right now, but you will never know. You will never be able to see where and how you can ever reach there if you're never going to take the first step, or if you're not going to follow through with whatever it is that you enjoy. If you put a lot of expectations, then the energy becomes denser. It becomes more solid, and then it doesn't allow for a lot of fluidity, many options, and so on and so forth. So yes, a little bit of structure is very important, but at the same time, give yourself room to play and have fun, because that's what keeps you light and airy. That's what brings in the magic in your life. Queen of Wands also signifies magic, by the way. Okay, so amazing, we have Bluebird, which is you're being gifted with blessings of happiness and peace. So happiness and peace, again, we reiterated many times, but that is something that, you know, resonating with is going to help you unblock yourself. Okay, how can pile 3 heal their blocks? Yes, we have finalize. Again, if you've already started working on something but you're procrastinating on sending it somewhere, or you know, like just presenting that, and you're not feeling very confident in yourself and your capabilities to actually, you know, present it to the outside world, this kind of saying like, no, just tie up the loose ends, make it all neat and ready to present. But also it's kind of like know very clearly what it is you want and why is it you want it. Kind of finalize your intentions. Be like, okay, this is what I intend, this is what I believe, here. The rest is up to you, universe. You take care of it from now on. My work here is done. Right? So finalizing, because until we keep going back and forth, like, yeah, I want this today. Yeah, maybe I don't want it. Maybe this also, and how about this as well? When we have too many thoughts and ideas, when it comes to like focused manifestation, it's very hard for all of it to come true, because are they linked? Are they not? You know, even your own mind can get cluttered, even if you do not consciously realize it, which was, you know, the whole point of what we talked about here. But regardless, it's kind of finding out in a very clear way what it is you want and standing by it and following through with it. Feeling the light and airiness and the joy and the happiness that you would feel when it is yours finally right now. We also have Moon Peak, which is signifying dream. And this, again, we talked about dreams over there, so pay attention to your dreams. They can have a lot of symbolism. And also it's kind of talking about follow your dreams. Finalize what it is you want to manifest and leave the rest to the universe. Right? Okay, so that's what I have for you, Pile 3. I really hope this reading helps you out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I hope all your manifestations come true really quickly. Like the video if you like the reading, share and subscribe as well. If you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and the comment below. Feel free to check out any of my other videos. Until next time, take care. Bye. Hi Pile 4, welcome to your reading. You chose the Tiger's Eye Crystal. We're going to take a look at what is blocking your manifestation and how you can heal that block. First, I'll get you some tarot cards, and then we'll take a look at your oracles. Okay. Pile 4 viewers, what is blocking your manifestation from becoming a reality? Pile 4's manifestation. Oh, come on. I've seen the Emperor in all 4 piles now. How is that even possible? Okay, we have the Emperor. This is crazy. Not sure what to take. So I'm going to shuffle again. Viewers, what is blocking your manifestation? One more card, please. Okay, we have Nine of Pentacles, and in the middle we have the Sun. Okay, wow. Okay, let's clarify these and then we'll start interpreting. The Emperor, please clarify the Emperor. What is blocking Pythagoras manifestation? We have Seven of Pentacles. Please clarify the Sun. We have the Elder of Cups or the King of Cups. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Fool and the Three of Cups. Okay, great. So patience is being required from you. I guess it has been taking a while. I don't know, I guess, but it is just requiring a bit more patience from you, a little bit more understanding that the process kind of requires some time. Stay positive and stay hopeful, and connect to things that make you feel happy and fulfilled. Elder of Cups is about finding joy in spiritual awareness or in that compassion and empathy, and by connecting heart to heart with people, with other people that, you know, new or whatever, and kind of just having a very emotionally fulfilling bond with someone, including your own spirit. That is going to bring you happiness, and the more you move in that direction, the faster things are going to flood in, because there is a lot of boost, a lot of inspiration that is kind of sitting within and is wanting to burst forth. But with the Emperor, it can signify some getting possessiveness or control, authority issues. You know, those things can really try to box things into definable structures. It's simply in the nature of that type of energy, where it tries to create a foundation. It gives it a form, right? That's the masculine energy. And that is already good, and it does have its own space. But in this moment, you're being asked to kind of look for things that are more joyful in nature, that free you up and that loosen you up and kind of make you feel this really wonderfully happy. So you can be spending time with your very close friends that can make you feel understood, more accepted, and as a reflection you kind of understand another side of you, and you actually feel more fulfilled about yourself, right? Even if this advice might be very unrelated to the manifestation you're trying to create, it does help in positive self-esteem, and that brings in more of the material abundances that you deserve or are seeking, right? This can also signify go ahead and meet new friends, because there can be some important connections waiting out there who can bring in this abundance, whatever it is that you are asking about. Okay, so we have external validation in your blocks place. So this talks about like you get external validation, but you don't depend on it, you don't need it. So don't wait for like external proof, tangible proof, because the more you keep looking for it, and each time that you don't see it manifest, you can, start feeling demotivated, right? It doesn't mean that it's not happening, but it's a little bit in the background, in the sense, the right people might be being arranged at this moment, or the right resources or the right conditions for acquiring certain resources in order for the manifestation to come true, right? There are so many processes that actually go around, and all we are wanting and waiting to see is the final outcome. But in order for that final outcome to happen, a lot more needs to happen, right? So if we keep waiting for that final bit to happen, we'll be waiting a while. So instead of freaking out that, it's not coming yet, why is it not here yet? Why am I not seeing anything yet? Rest in the knowing that you are doing what you are supposed to. You're doing fine. All you need to do is stay positive, stay hopeful, and just whenever you get the chance, build new connections, build new foundations, build a deeper understanding of yourself. Just keep being on that joy ride of self-empowerment, self-knowledge and awareness, and just greater fulfillment in your life. Whatever brings you that, just keep moving towards it. I'm also getting that just keep following your North Node. If you are into astrology, then the North Node is the most fulfilling point in your birth chart. It can give you clues as to where you can find that fulfillment. It doesn't have to be related to anything tangible, really. For example, someone's North Node can be learning things. Okay, that's a very broad thing, but the joy they get is through learning, right? Similarly, it can be joy you get is from discussing or traveling or learning something practical. There are many ways that you can learn things, right? So the North Node can really give you a lot of guidance in that. So that is already a shortcut you're getting right now. Maybe check that out in your birth chart, and you can really pave the way, and you can see, okay, maybe if I approach this subject, then I will actually start feeling so much better and happier in my everyday life. And the more and more you keep doing that, the more your kind of structures that you already have strengthens, and also you start flowing and recognizing more opportunities. You take advantage of those opportunities, and you finally get all the things that you are desiring, right? But this kind of begins from you, and it's a very internal state of being here. So it's a lot of fun, really, honestly, because this is very true fulfillment. Okay, let's get you one more card. What is Bottom Path for manifestation, please? Okay. This is the first time I'm getting so many cards from here. Okay. We have expansion. We have Pluto, which is death and rebirth, karmic release, ending of old chapters. Okay, we also have collapse. Yes. Collapse and expansion, that's lovely. And we have stratosphere. I'm gonna have to read that one. But so far it's kind of saying that let some things fall away. Kind of begin a new chapter. That's sort of what I'm getting here. It's kind of like, yeah, sure, this karmic healing is going on, and of course there is the death and rebirth kind of going on, but over here, with regards to your manifestation, it's more about what you're birthing from this whole experience, right? What have you been doing in the past, and how can you write something new for you, right? The zero over here, the Fool, is like taking an initiative into something unknown, and kind of the entire world being open to the Fool there, right? It's not worried about, even if it's worried, it's also just as excited to explore something very unknown. And that's where it starts learning, because when you're brand new into something, information kind of just floods in from each and every place. Wherever you turn, you are learning, right? Babies learn so fast, and so do we whenever we try something new outside of our comfort zone. So trying something a little bit different and making more space towards this, fulfillment, expansion kind of makes me feel as though the horizons are broadening, your perception is increasing, you can see more, you can understand more, your level of awareness will be deepening so much in this whole process. And you can kind of recognize what is superficial within you and outside of you, and what is deeper as well. What brings you a deeper sense of fulfillment and motivation. The more you keep following that, honestly, that's how you're going to be birthing this manifestation. And you're the one kind of birthing it. Because Nine of Pentacles is like doing things by herself in this depiction. Like, I'm gonna take authority, I'm gonna do my chores whenever I have to do my chores, I'm gonna take my responsibilities, but I'm also gonna have fun. I will also engage in hobbies, I will take care of myself, right? There is a very healthy sense of self in the Emperor, the Sun, and the Nine of Pentacles. The more you move towards this fulfillment, you will establish all of that. And then you're not going to need any external validation because you know where you're going. And the thing is, when you have that, all the resistance kind of falls apart and things will flood in much faster or much smoother, where you can actually feel the progress happening instead of being clouded by any form of insecurity or fear you have regarding validation of your wishes, your words, or anything else really. Okay. Let me take a look at stratosphere just to make sure I'm not missing out any interpretation. Yeah, you're being protected, and 333 is an important synchronicity here. Practicing gratitude is important. The Sun and the Elder of Cups also signify that. I'm not sure if I mentioned it already, but yeah, just in case I did not. And yes, the being in balance. Yeah, that is, again, like I said, it's simply going to happen when you. It can't always be, bad, forever, and on, right? Or like, it's not happening, how long will it not happen is however long you allow it to not happen, right? So this is kind of, I'm gonna take authority of my own life, let me be the master here, and I'm gonna create my own surroundings and reality. Okay, let me expand into this new tomorrow. Feeling confident in yourself, even if you're not able to trust the universe right away, right? Asking for cues whenever you need help, kind of giving you more synchronicities. That's very much possible. That's a way it communicates with us. So yeah, it's up to you how you want to approach that. Okay. How can you heal these blocks? I'm curious. Pile 4, how can they heal these blocks? One more card, please. Yes, thank you. We have 2 of Cups. We have 7 of Cups. And we have 3 of Swords. This had flashed itself while I was shuffling. I wasn't sure if it was going to come out or not. Okay, let's clarify the 2 of Cups. Okay, we have the Moon. And we have Ace of Swords. That's wonderful. Okay, 7 of Cups. That's so wonderful. I've never seen this combination. Oh, this very nice. Okay, Seven of Cups. Let's clarify that. Let's clarify the Seven of Cups. We have Ace of Wands, two aces, that's lovely again. And the Three of Swords, please clarify that. Oh, we have Three of Cups again. 3-3. Yes. Did I mention 3-3-3 already? I think I did, right? But yeah, the threes and ones are being repeated there. What else do we have? 10, 0, 2. Yeah, okay. So, well, 9 and 9 is something repeated as well. So 1, 3s and 9s. Okay, so Two of Cups being clarified by the Moon and the Ace of Swords. To me at this time it feels as though you have to unite the mind and the intuition and kind of have a very seamless flow within your subconscious and your conscious thoughts, right? So that can only happen when you are very aware of what is blocking you and how your mind works, basically. So thoughts hidden behind, why do you not feel that sense of self-worth and what fears creep up when you think about these topics, that's going to give you a very good starting point, because from there on you can start to harmonize and kind of rationalize, okay, so that fear is no longer valid because we are not in that situation anymore and we have come out of it and we know what not to do, or we have taken a lesson from the past events that have transpired, and yes, it was not pleasant of course, but we are not there right now, so that same situation or the same past need not repeat, right? That was an example. But gaining clarity from that and not letting it freeze you, or not succumbing to the fear, but instead being aware and accepting of it, is going to help move things along for you. There will be a lot more harmony and balance that you can achieve within yourself and also your surroundings. Your existing friendships and partnerships will also be strengthened because you're able to communicate with them much more clearly. A stronger bond can be developed. Okay, Seven of Cups and the Ace of Wands is like, find your passion, like if you want to truly find kind of what it is that speaks very honestly to you, what resonates with you most, what makes you feel very grateful, inspired and motivated, and you don't really know what exactly it might be, and this is kind of explore your many options. Alternatively, this is also talking about there are many things that you're wishing for, but maybe focus on one, and that way, you're able to manifest things in a much more focused way. If you're still exploring what it is that speaks very, very truly to you, then don't be afraid to daydream. This is talking about connect to your child self, your side of you that just wants to let loose and have fun, right? Pay attention to that, and you don't have to stick to a certain routine. Kind of follow whatever makes you feel inspired for that time being, because that's going to raise your vibe, and again, that brings you more strength and courage to deal with the heavier stuff that live within you, right? So when you're doing tough work, it doesn't have to be that you're constantly doing that, or that each day of your life is you're just feeling very heavy and morose. You can always decide to be like, nope, today I'm not going to think about that, I will have fun, but I'm gonna deal with this because I'm not trying to run away, I'm trying to recuperate, right? It's okay to give yourself a break when you're doing any shadow work. Then Seven of Cups, Ace of Wands, that's what that signifies. Follow your inspiration. The Three of Swords, Three of Cups, sharing your grief with your friends. If you're grieving about something, because Three of Swords talks about some past heartbreak and pain that is still there, so the heart is not feeling harmonized at this time. And when the heart is not feeling good, your sense of self-worth as well diminishes, however subconscious it may be. So talking about it or expressing it from the deeper standpoint with your friends or any close siblings, relatives, any people really can help kind of get some of it off your chest. And this is also signifying that you are very much supported, and this heartbreak that occurred was a form of protection, and it was actually your guides and your spirit team kind of preventing you from going into a path that would cause more heartbreak, more trauma, because if you keep moving in this direction, then you also get the Nine of Swords, which is just anxiety, so much panic, and not able to see anything clearly because the mind itself is clouded, right? So the pains of the heart move to the mind, and then you're unable to... It can escalate. I'm not saying it is, right? I'm not saying it has even, but it's just any fear that exists within the heart that can always translate to the mind. It just is. Wherever the fear originates, it's going to spread from there unless it is acknowledged, unless it is released or accepted or understood, right? If you need help, ask for help. If you're able to do this yourself, then it's your guide saying, hey, we got your back. Okay, you are gonna get through this, and you are very much supported. That was for your protection, and sorry it hurt, but it was for your protection and your best interest. Trust us, because we're gonna love you no matter what. Okay, the Three of Cups is such a... Normally I do not feel as much of a strong bond as I'm feeling right now. There's just a very close-knit team kind of working with you, be it, your friends right, beside you, or it is in a spirit form. It doesn't matter. There's just a lot of support, and I'm feeling it even more strongly because we have the Three of Cups here as well, right? Okay, the feather message is Pelican. Choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. So this can be a past regret or a loss or something. Again, Three of Swords, whatever this heartbreak was, kind of forgive yourself and forgive that situation, whichever way it resonates, or forgive the people. Easier said than done, I agree, but that's simply something that just needs to be done in order for the vibe to rise. Because if not, you're still giving that incident your attention, and you really believe that the cause of the heartbreak and fear deserves more of your attention. Your guides think not. Okay. All right. Let's see. Pile 4. One more card, please. How can they heal this block? Yes, we have waning gibbous moon express. So expression of yourself, expressing it to yourself, your subconscious thoughts to your conscious mind, or painting something abstract, or making some type of art, or again daydreaming, or just, like I said, everything that inspires you, kind of following it through, is going to help you explore and express yourself better. And there's also talking about, talk to your friends or your close members. And we have Moon Peak, which is dream. So paying attention to your dream symbolism. The moon can also signify that, because there can be some messages and epiphanies related to your dreams that are coming forward at this time and are going to help harmonize the relationships and the energies within you. Okay? A lot of clarity coming up, a lot of stuff getting done, but all in all, this is like the highest vibe type of pile that I'm seeing here. It's kind of like you're moving there. It's kind of a tough roadblock, but after that, it's so much deep fulfillment, really. The Sun and the Elder of Cups are very absolutely amazing. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile 4. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like the video if you like the reading. I really hope your manifestations come true, whatever it is you're wishing for. Good luck with that, and share and subscribe the video as well. It would really help out the channel. And if you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and the comment below. Feel free to check out any of my other readings. Until next time, take care. Bye.